Yo, what is up, YouTube? So today we've got a fun little topic to talk about. Came across this thread on Blind, and as a car guy myself, someone who has loved cars ever since he got his driver's permit, I'm super curious what the tech community likes to drive. And so we're going to take a look at this topic and try to guess what the most popular car brand is out there in the tech community. So let's check it out. So the thread says, what car do you own? And a guy from Cisco posted, and he says, let's see which maker of cars is more popular amongst our blind community. He says that my guess is Toyota, like with every other community, but Tesla might be a bit more popular in our community. Let's keep the Elon hatred aside for some time. I don't know if Tesla is going to be the most popular brand just because it's so expensive. I mean, even the Model 3, I think, has a starting price now of, what is it, 40K, and it goes all the way up to a couple 100K for some of the more sporty models. Model X, I think, is over 150K. So I don't know if everyone or if Tesla is going to be the most popular, but let's look at some of the options and try to guess. He also says, also, sorry, only 20 options allowed in the poll, and I just entered all the names that came to my mind randomly. And he says that his total comp is 212K non-SWE MCOL, not sure what that is, and that he is also a fully remote worker. All right, so let's take a look at this poll. And it looks like 401 participants have guessed already, but it says Ford, Toyota, Chevrolet, Honda, Nissan, Tesla, Jeep, Subaru, Hyundai, Kia, Ram. I don't know what that is. Is he talking about the Dodge Ram? BMW, Audi, other electric, Volkswagen, Lexus, Porsche, Infiniti, Lexus, and other. All right, so because, Blind is a global website, a lot of people can respond to this. So, if we think about the tech community, I would say that the bulk of the people who are posting and responding and answering these polls on Blind are probably going to come from the United States and the West. You'll probably also see a huge chunk of folks from Asia Pacific and then also India, because of the tech communities are much more broad there. And I don't know if a lot of these cars, these are a lot of American brands, a lot of Japanese imports, and so they may or may not be even available in some other foreign markets. But with those things to keep in mind, I think out of this list, definitely not the luxury brand. So I'm going to take Porsche, Lexus, Infiniti. Yeah, he has Lexus twice. I'm going to take those out. I'm also going to take out BMW and Audi and these Korean brands, Hyundai and Kia. I think those are very popular in the West and in Korea, of course, but maybe not so much in China and India. So I'm going to take those out as well. But if I look at the Japanese brands, I mean, Toyota, Nissan, Honda, and then you've got the American brands, Ford, Chevrolet, which are going to be obviously popular here in the West, but internationally it may not be as much. But I'm going to go with the safe choice here. I'm going to go with the boring pick, guys. And I'm going to say that Toyota and Honda are going to be either one or two or vice versa, followed by Nissan, Subaru. Instead of trying to rank every single one, I'm just going to say that the Japanese brands are going to be dominant in this poll, and they're going to be in the top 5, top 6, followed by the American brands, so Ford and Chevrolet. And in the third tier, I'll say that the European brands with BMW, Audi, Mercedes, those groups. And then in the last category, I'll say some of the German brands like Volkswagen. And then, of course, here, Tesla. I don't think Tesla's going to be last, so I'm going to put Tesla somewhere in the middle. I'll say Tesla comes after the Japanese imports and the American brands. So let's go with... so you can only select one answer. So I'm going to say, well, to answer this poll, I need to answer it honestly, and I own 2 Hondas, so I'm going to select Honda. And I think Honda and Toyota are going to be in the top tier. All right, so let's take a look at the votes. So in first place, we've got Toyota, and then second place, we've got Honda. Okay, so the 2 Japanese brands take first and second respectively. Other. All right, so we've got 46 votes for other. So yeah, this is probably going to include a lot of other international brands that aren't sold here in the US. And so that is not surprising. Now, BMW and Tesla are 4 and 5 respectively. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised to see BMW and Tesla up here and to see Hyundai in 6th place. Okay, so yeah, it's somewhat in the ballpark of what I assumed. Now let's scroll down here a little bit. So we've got some of the other Japanese brands like Subaru. We've got Kia down here, Lexus. Let's see what's last. Yeah, well, you had Lexus twice, so I think that's one of the concerns of not double checking your poll. And it looks like Infiniti is in last place with 2 votes. Yeah, I don't know if this is the biggest sample size that is representative of the tech community, but it is nonetheless an interesting poll. But it's not surprising to see that the Japanese brands are the automobile of choice for the tech community. Anyways, guys, that was a fun little post. Not really too much to think about or analyze here, but as a car guy myself and as someone who loves my Honda, I've owned Hondas all my life, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I'll buy anything else. I mean, they're just rock solid. Maintenance is great. It's easy to repair. They're cheap to maintain. They're fun to drive, depending on which one you get. But, Honda reputation and reliability is almost second to none. So not too surprising. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this poll. And if you have a specific car that you like to drive, drop it in the comments down below, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.